Well, good morning, and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson. Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. We trust you are well this great Wednesday morning. My goodness. You know, there's a phrase that says out of the frying pan into the fire. And it means basically that if you thought things were bad, they can always get worse. Things were bad in Chicago. There is no doubt things were bad in Chicago. And it was hard to imagine that they would get worse. Well, that's entirely possible. I don't know if you heard, but according to Breitbart, the Chicago mayor-elect Brandon Johnson wants illegal aliens to be able to vote in local elections. Now, I know. Now, excuse me, I'm reaching over to grab my Java juice. It's fresh and hot. That's right. I love the smell of jet fuel in the morning. Smell of victory. There are foreign countries that do this. There are countries in socialist, there are areas in socialist countries that do this. But last I heard, we are not a socialist nation, and we don't do this. In order, the privilege to vote, the right to vote, is so important that it is reserved specifically for citizens of this country. But the mayor-elect Brandon Johnson wants to go ahead and give that privilege, give that right to people who are illegal here. Chicago mayor-elect Brandon Johnson is hoping to transform Illinois' most populous city with his progressive agenda, including opening local school board elections to illegal aliens, among other foreign nationals. You don't have to be a citizen, but you can vote in a school board election. Now, that seems like, well, a school board election. What have we been telling you? What have we been telling you here on the Morning Report and the Willie Lawson Show and the Rational Black Man Show, dating all the way back to 2008, where we've blown it as a group of conservatives, where we have missed the mark, sinned, is the lack of attention that we have given to school board elections. And we are somehow surprised by the things that are happening in schools now. But that's been the least sexiest election. So we don't come out for it. We don't vote for it. We don't support candidates. We don't do all the things that we need to do. We don't get excited. We don't get as riled up about it as we do about elections that are further off. Sometimes we get more riled up about a governor's race in a state that won't affect us at all than we do about the elections that affect our children that are right around where we live. So he just had to be right out of the start, just wants them to be able to vote in school board elections. Why school board elections? Two things. It helps push the progressive agenda, and it is the easiest way to get this ball started with the least amount of resistance. As Breitbart News reported Tuesday night, Johnson beat out moderate Democrat candidate Paul Vallas to become Chicago's next mayor. While Vallas stayed hyper-focused on crime and the quality of life issues, Johnson threw around accusations of racism in his closing bid to voters. That's what they do. As part of Johnson's agenda for Chicago, the far-left Democrat hopes to work with Governor Pritzker and Democrat-controlled state legislature to open local school board elections to newly arrived illegal aliens and other foreign nationals on green cards and temporary visas. Work with Governor J.B. Pritzker and the Illinois General Assembly in Springfield to pass legislation that will allow all parents and taxpayers in school board elections, regardless of citizenship status. So how much so at that point, is it a big leap to city council elections? Is it a big leap to county commission elections? Is it a big leap to state assembly elections? Is it at that point? Is it a leap at all to governor's election? This is what they want. Where you live, is there anything you can do about Chicago? No. But a lot of times, if you live in a city like the size of Tampa, where I live, especially with the progressives that run around here, they look at what happens in LA and Chicago and New York, and they try to do it here. Now, I know what you've heard about Florida being, a red state and go guns and God and apple pie and all that stuff, well, key lime pie and all that stuff. It is a constant battle to fend off the leftist agenda in a city like Tampa. Now, Miami, good luck. In a town like Jacksonville or Tampa, it is a constant battle. And this is something that we have to be aware of. It isn't the first time we've heard something like this. Johnson has vowed to provide taxpayer-funded rental assistance and semi-permanent housing to illegal aliens and in the city's gang database. Give housing, permanent housing, to illegal aliens. Semi-permanent. Well, I'm not sure what that means. What, you get in and they'll eventually kick you out, possibly? And end the city's gang database. So the idea is that the city will not know who's in what gang, all the information they found on all the police investigative work that they've done, throw all that out. Claiming law enforcement's tools punishes Black and brown communities without the right to due process. So good luck. What we're going to see in Chicago, I'm afraid, is more white flight. Chicago will indeed be an all Black and brown, I guess, large city. But unfortunately, the saddest part about that is it'll be crime infested and failing. Here's what Johnson said: build permanent housing for all unhoused, including asylum seekers, by passing the Bring Chicago Home Ordinance and enacting other pieces of the $1 billion Better Chicago agenda. Johnson's platform continues. He plans to open Chicago's local school board elections again to foreign nationals, and including illegal aliens, that would mimic a Democratic-approved plan in Washington, D.C. Is what they want to do. And that is to allow some 50,000 foreign nationals, including illegal aliens, to vote in district municipal elections. That's what they want to do in D.C. I told you, school board, city council, small jump. Neither of which these elections do Republicans or conservatives get very, 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 very involved in. Makes the maximum amount of cultural impact with the least amount of resistance. All House Republicans and 42 House Democrats have voted to block the plan, while 162 House Democrats voted to greenlight it. White House has suggested President Joe Biden may support allowing foreign nationals to vote in D.C. This is what they want. Now, tell me what you think in the comments below. Tell me what you think about those two things: creating semi-permanent housing for illegal aliens, allowing illegal aliens and foreign nationals to vote in municipal and school board and municipal elections. Is that the way forward? Or is that a recipe for disaster? My name is Willie Lawson. This has been the Morning Report. The Morning Report is a production of FightBackMedia.com, 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 and FightBackMediaTV.com. Until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, take care of yourself. And I mean that. Bye-bye now.